Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm doing an unboxing of my Acronym Fall/Winter 22-23 haul. I think about a week ago I did a video about the leaks of the collection right before the drop was. Some stores were a bit earlier and some were a bit later. It's not always that everyone drops at the same time, but the mother side dropped on Thursday, as they said they would. So what dropped on Thursday, off the top of my head, was the P44s, P43s, S28-PR, S29-PR, J107. Yeah, I think that was about it. If I forgot something, I will probably put it in writing somewhere here on the screen. Those were the retailer pieces that were dropped. And besides that, on the mother side, a few exclusive accessories dropped. 2 balaclavas and 2 neck gaiters. Some pretty cool pieces in my opinion. Some of which I might still get. I don't know for sure because, well, they are all not very cheap, of course. But I have really come to love Acronym wool products. But back to the unboxing of this box. Got my Chris letter opener. So there we go. So as one can expect from an Acronym box, some bubble plastic and a letter. So under the bubble plastic, you can see what I got. S28-PR-B, the olive and black version. Then I got a S29-PR-A, the RAF and black version. And I got the S29-PR-B white version. Pretty cool. I mean, those of you familiar with Acronym products know that Acronym comes packed pretty simple. The cardboard box with the bubble plastic and the plastic bag with the sheet called a bag and sheet. In resale, some people find it very important that a piece comes in this packaging. Like we're always talking about full pack, which means that the piece comes in this plastic bag with the spec sheet. I personally don't really care about this. I mean, seriously, it's just a plastic bag and a piece of paper. This information you can just find on the internet. So I don't really understand what the big deal about that is. Anyway, I'm gonna try these on. So I'm gonna start with the S28-PR-A, S28-PR-B. Let's look on the spec sheet. It tells us that it's a 100% cotton short sleeve t-shirt. It's a straight fit. In the layering context, the type is next to skin. It's organic jersey made in Portugal. That's what the PR stands for, it being made in Portugal. So the PR doesn't necessarily specify the type of fabric because, I mean, it's cotton made in Portugal, but as I can already feel now, and as I already also knew, it's not the same PR as the PR on the S25s, which are also called PR and are also 100% cotton shirts made in Portugal. But this is mercerized cotton, which is very silk-like, but also has a very cool touch to the skin, which makes it very nice for summer. But these are more like, as Erlson calls it himself, American jersey, which is a bit thicker and more appropriate for fall/winter season. So I'm gonna try this on. To be honest, I don't feel that much of a difference in feel. It is really soft actually. I had expected it to feel a bit less soft since these are the mercerized cotton ones and this isn't. If I look up really close, the fabric looks a bit different. The mercerized cotton seems to have just a little bit of a finer weave, whereas the weave of the S28 has a very fine rib. I mean, very fine rib. You can only see it if you look really close. You can't you don't feel a rib or anything. Yeah, fits really well, I think. It's my normal size medium. Looks to fit on me quite well. I'm 176 centimeters tall. I have learned to buy Acronym in medium because that just fits me the best, I think. I mean, I can fit most smalls, but I just don't really like how that fits just too tight on me. I really learned from when I bought the P38 GT in small, which fit me just fine, but in the waist area it fit great, but it was just too short after all. I mean, I wore it for a while, kind of kidding myself that it was the right size and that I wasn't stupid for selling my medium and getting a small, but I was really stupid for doing that, and I had to sell the small also because it was just too short. There's always a lot of discussion about Acronym sizing, but in my experience, you really need to size on length and not on waist size, because most of the Acronym waist sizes are pretty big. If you're very slim, you'll just have to wear a belt, and some pants can be cinched or have a belt system in them. So you really need to look for especially for the pants, for the length. At 176, which is about 5'9", I would say medium is very good. Unless, of course, you have very short or long legs, or if you are on the heavier side. But even then, I mean, as I said, Acronym waist sizing is pretty generous. So the graphic on the back is this. To be honest, when I first saw the graphic in the leaked pictures, I didn't really like it. Now that I see it like up close, well, I can't really see it right now because I'm wearing it, but as I have seen it on the actual mother side pictures, I really liked it. I think I like it right now too. Another very cool feature of this shirt is that it has a double hem, which is quite unique. Okay, so the funny thing is, I kind of suffer from a condition which people who are originally or maybe even just genetically from the tropics and are living in a colder climate might know this. In Indonesian, we call it masuk angin, which kind of means like the wind getting inside, which is that if I have an exposed belly or ankles and there's like a cold draft, I get like bellyache and I will probably have to go to the toilet soon. That's just how it is. So, I mean, in the summer I'm okay, but even in the summer when it's warm outside and I go inside and I'm, for instance, not wearing something tucked into my shirt, when wearing shorts, and I go from a warm place into into an area which has a very cold air conditioning, for instance, I can also get it, but I especially get it in winter when I don't have something tucked into my pants. So I usually wear like either a t-shirt beneath a sweater, or which is tucked into my pants, or like a singlet beneath a t-shirt even, or whatever. Anyway, something that is tucked into my pants. And these t-shirts have like an inner hem that you can tuck into your pants, and that is actually also what it's meant to be used for. So, because that is how it's described on the mother side. So it was I really had to laugh when I read this, but I was also really glad that, well, apparently I'm not the only one having this problem. If you know what I'm talking about, please leave a comment in the comment section. I'd really like to talk to some other people about this who know what I'm talking about, because I think the only person I know who actually has this is like my sister. Most people here in Holland, like Dutch people, think I'm crazy or like overly sensitive or whatever. Anyway, it's really nice to have that. So yeah, that is the S28. I really love the color. It's REF green. I feel like it looks the same as other REF green stuff I've had in the past. I've had one REF dry skin piece, which was the P31, which I eventually sold, and I had an REF Stoss piece, the P10S, which I also sold because it had shrunken. The P10S was pretty old, so the color had faded a lot, but if I remember correct, the REF color of the DS looked pretty much the same as this does. It's like a very brownish olive green. Usually it's very difficult to translate to video or photo, because usually when I see photos of people wearing REF, it just looks brown, and this will probably look very brown on this video too. I can say in real life it really doesn't look, it does look pretty green and less brown than it does on video for some reason. Oh, I also had a REF J1B, which was Gore-Tex Pro. That was pretty brown though. Yeah, that was pretty brown. This the cotton version looks a bit more green to my eyes. Yeah, I do really like the feel of this cotton. Well, if I look at it like this, it does look pretty brown actually, but yeah, it just really depends on the lighting. I mean, right now I have like a lamp light. Yeah, the color of REF is very influenced by the light. And the print is kind of like a graffiti type thing. I know that in my last video I said I didn't like it, but it grew on me. I have always really liked the upside down acronym logo, which is also on the front, which I like very much. And then next up, the S29-PR-A, which is also REF green and has a black sleeve. So on photos, I found it looked very kind of messy, this graphic, but in real life, I can appreciate the complexity a bit more. Yeah, it's actually a pretty cool graphic. It's made of the same material as the S28, so there's no difference in color or feel as far as I can see or feel. Okay, so even though they both are described as having a straight fit, the S28 as well as the S29, I would say that the S29 is just a little bit wider or looser. Not much, but I should also probably saw that I'm wearing a t-shirt beneath it. So the collar of the S28 was tighter, so you couldn't see the black t-shirt I'm wearing beneath the shirt. And now it does poke out a little bit, so I don't know if you can see that. You probably can. Also, I feel like the armpits are a bit wider. I can take a measurement in a second, but I do believe this is just a little bit wider. It's not longer necessarily. It just has a bit of a looser fit. So a thing I noticed on the pictures already when I saw product pictures from retailer sites is that the cuffs have changed since the product pictures. Because if you look at the product pictures on the Acronym site, like the Acronym product pictures, you'll see that the cuffs are very short, and these are not. These are long. I already asked Errolson what was up with that, and he said that they had bad samples at the shoot, and unfortunately they were not able to do a reshoot on those. That's why the shirts have different cuffs in the pictures. But yeah, it's also a very comfortable feeling shirt. Really nice, soft feeling cotton. Doesn't necessarily feel much thicker than the S25, but it does feel warmer. As in, like, this cotton fabric has a less cool touch than these two. The mercerized cotton is really, really nice for summer, but it has a cool touch to the skin. So yeah, on the chest we have the again a new version of the Shuriken logo, and in the back again the Shuriken logo but bigger and as I already talked about, the like graffiti type messy graphic in the middle, but I kind of like it now. And I really like the detail of the different color sleeve and the short sleeve over the long sleeve thing, which we also know from Acronym jackets. I think this is a very Acronym look, especially the fact that it's asymmetrical. Yeah, I really like that. I think that's very, very cool. Also why I think this REF version looks a lot better than the S29-PR-B. So this is the S29-PR-B, which has a different graphic on the chest, a graphic on the sleeve, and the, as I said, the short sleeve, long sleeve detail. I guess that's how I'll call it. Don't know what else to call it. And nothing on the back. It feels like it's the same cut as the other S29, which is quite logical actually. Again, you can see my other shirt peeping out beneath the shirt. Again, I think a good fit for my height. The back is just a little longer than the front, and it also has like a small split on the side, which is nice for when you put your hand in your pockets. A lot of Acronym shirts have this split, which I appreciate a lot because I put my hands in my pockets all the time. So it makes the shirt scrunch up a bit less on the front, pretty straight when you put your hands in your pockets. I mean, these are very small details, but these are the things that I appreciate. I do like this one, as in I don't dislike it. I think the graphic is cool. I don't know if I like it 200 euros much. I mean it's a less special color. I have a plain white Uniqlo long sleeve too, which isn't necessarily a very different cut from this. Wait, I can put it on just to make the comparison. Okay, so this is my white Uniqlo long sleeve, which, as you can see, isn't actually that much different from the other shirt I was wearing, is it? The cut is about the same. I mean, this cotton feels really nice too. This is Uniqlo's cotton Arism shirt. It also actually has a split in here, which has about the same effect. Actually, the only real difference is that the back hem is not longer. Obviously, the shoulder detail and like no graphics. The collar is about the same width, also maybe a little bit wider, but I also think it's just a tad shorter, but not much. It feels the same. It looks almost the same. And this shirt was like, I don't know. I don't remember how much this was. I don't think this shirt was much more than like 20 euros. And it's a comfortable shirt, which makes the Acronym shirt 10 times as expensive. So yeah, I don't know if I find that necessarily worth it. I mean, is this worth it then? This is of course a very relative question, but I do really like how this shirt looks, because to me this is a very unique look. The color, as well as the detail with the different color sleeve and the graphic that's on there, are all just things I really like and appreciate. So I find this shirt, I can personally justify to myself buying this shirt, but this shirt I think not so much, because it's just too close to what I'm wearing right now. So even though there's nothing wrong with this shirt, I don't think I find this shirt worth it. But this one I also really like, because I think it's a very unique looking t-shirt, especially with the line in the front and the double hem. I really like this cut also, how it looked on me. And the back graphic is cool. Yeah, so to wrap it up, I think I'm pretty sure I will be keeping the S29-PR-A and the S28-PR-B. And I think I will be returning the S29-PR-B. So to wrap it up, don't forget to like and subscribe if you hadn't yet. Let me know what you think about these shirts. Do you like them? Do you hate them? Did you get them yourself? Are you gonna get them now you've seen how cool they look on me? Let me know in the comments below. Love to talk to you guys, as always. And I'll see you in the next video.